Hey guys, how you all doing today? So welcome back to part 2 of how to build a floating modern house in Minecraft. So what we're going to do today is hopefully finish off the project. And I just want to say just a little detail. I've actually extended this oak plank floor right here out to the edge of the window, as you can see. So we're going to be finishing off all the kind of exterior for the project today. I'm not sure if we're doing interior video. I guess it all depends on how well this series does. But yeah, let's get straight into things. So I think the first thing we're going to do is finish off like the exterior of the house. Like you're going to mark it all out so we can basically then just start adding detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this all the way back till it's in line with this block right here. And then we're going to come down and we're going to bring it out by a further 2 blocks, as you can see, like this. We're then going to bring this all the way across and connect it up to this wall right here, as you can see. And what you're going to want to do is just bring this across here, just like so, and just bring that down by 1. What should we have underneath here? I think what I'm going to do here is just bring the oak along, and then we can have maybe some acacia stairs just underneath the glass here, just to make it look a little bit sleeker, as you can see, so that hits the water just like so. Now we've got our outline. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to the exact height as the other walls, as you can see. So the ID for acacia is 5'4". Someone asked in the last video, how do I get the IDs to show over the blocks? I literally have no idea. It's something that I literally did like a year ago, and it's just stuck on my Minecraft ever since. But there's loads of good websites you can use to just find the actual block IDs, or maybe someone in my comment section might just let you know how to do that. It's probably quite simple. So we're going to bring this back by another 2, just like this. And then that's going to be the total size of the build right here, as you guys can see. So it's going to be like relatively compact. It's not going to be massive. I think I said that in the first video. It's like a mid-sized kind of like little modern house. We're then going to bring this back by 2, just like so, and we're going to kind of mirror what we've done on the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up just like so, and you're going to want to have this in line just like so, and then you're going to want to bring this all the way up to the ceiling. And at the back here is going to be like a little chilling area. We're going to put down like a seat and maybe like a little ladder to get into the ocean. There's not really that much going on at the back compared to the front, just to note that. And we're going to do what we've done here with the glass. On this side, of course, like I said, we're mirroring stuff. So underneath here, we're just going to bring this back just like so. And then what you're going to want to do is just bring this across like so, and then start bringing the glass up. Okay, so that's looking pretty sick. I think what we're going to do now is just bring this simply across like so. So just like I've done on this side. So it's going to be like a little divider, and that's where the floor is going to be. I think we kept this is like relatively like open plan. The inside is all going to consist of these oak wood planks. So if you select this point here and you bring it all the way to the back right here, and the ID for this is 5. So if you set 5, that's going to be the flooring for the bottom floor, as you can see right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue these. So you're going to want to get yourself out some like other end rods or some like glass panes, whatever works best for you. And we're going to mirror what we've done on the front there, just at the back. It's going to come up by 4, 5, just like so. And then we're going to do the same, mirroring that block. Okay, awesome stuff. So that's going to then just be like that. In fact, I think I might just bring this one out by 1. The connected textures might look quite crap if I do it like that, maybe. No, it might be okay. We might get away with this. And then I'm going to bring this out by 2. I'm just going to see how this simply looks. Can we get away with that? You know what? I think we can get away with that. It actually doesn't look too shabby. And we're going to bring this whole platform back. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this little area outside with the kind of acacia flooring, and then on the inside maybe we'll have some more oak. I guess we'll just see how it goes. But for now, what we're going to do is just fill the entire like upper kind of flooring level with acacia. So the ID for that again is 5-4. Just like so, and that's looking pretty awesome. Now I found out this comes all the way across, so you're just going to want to bring this all the way back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just join this guy up. But I think what we're going to do here maybe is could potentially bring this out a little bit, because there's not much room upstairs. I mean, I think the upstairs is mainly just going to be sort of like an upstairs sort of chilling area, so you can have like some barbecue like stuff out here, maybe some like lounges. Like your bedroom is actually underwater, which is really sick, so I think maybe we could do something like that. Just bring it in a few blocks. I mean, we'll see how it looks. If it looks bad, then of course we'll remove it. Actually, that's going to interfere with that. You know what, we're just going to keep it simple, and we're going to bring this back just like so. So it should look like that. Now I was thinking maybe, and we're going to see how this looks, but we could add in some of these. This is only if you're in BCS pack, but we could add in some of these. How does that look? I guess let's try removing this, and maybe we can have like some of these up here instead. This could look better, because these panes on their own, they just kind of look so plain, and the normal ones, which I've already tried out, really don't look that great either. So we're going to experiment a little bit. We're going to see how things go. I'm going to bring that across like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to remove this. I guess we could try maybe the old-fashioned way and put some carpet on top, but I'm really not sure how that's going to look. It's just, this build is pretty simplistic. I mean, there's not a lot of details. So the details that we do include, we have to make look really good. Otherwise, the whole build, you know, in general, will just look quite bad and quite boring. So it looks like we have a 2 gap in between these guys. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and that's 3, which is really killing my OCD. Maybe we'll bring this out one more, just simply so it can work. Well, now I'll bring this one in. And what we could do is we could actually just bring this like that, and that way it just, you know, it kind of connects, it looks more even, it sort of works a bit better. And in fact, I think what I might do here is just bring this wall in by another 1 2 3 4, just like so, because the staircase to get to the upstairs is actually going to be in here. Then maybe we could have like some kind of small sort of room, and that's how that could sort of work out. So yeah, that looks a little bit better. What we can try now is put like a railing sort of material over the top. I think what I'm going to try is maybe we could have some of these guys on top. This is only if you have welded it. I'd say use maybe like something like black carpet on top. So can we stack this? Let's have a look. Okay, so what you would need to do if you're in a weld edit situation like I am right now, and you're not going to do this with just say like black carpet, is what I would do is I would remove all of these, but place red wool around all the edges that mark out the railings. I would then put the rails across all the top of them. I'd make sure you have like // fast enabled if you are doing it through legitimate weld edit, so these don't fall down. And once you've done that, I'll be back in a second to show you what I've done. So as you can see guys, I've outlined it with a block. I just used stone. It doesn't matter what material you've used. Now I have stop lag on my server, which is a plugin. And it's just fantastic. It makes sure that like stuff doesn't fall down like it does in normal Minecraft. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to undo / undo 4, and I'm going to do that because I have 1 2 3 4 walls that I've just placed down, as you can see, made out of stone. So when I do that, these guys are going to stay right here, and it gives you this really cool sort of weld edit like railing design. So that's just something pretty cool right there to add to your project. And yeah, I think that looks pretty awesome. Now, like I said in the last video, the walls of this project are actually like completely plain, so we're going to need to change that up at one point. I just feel like if we don't do that, it's just going to look way too boring and it just will suck. So like a lot of people on the server seem to be doing this now with railings, and they seem to be making these really cool sort of like staircase designs. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean by that. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to punch through the roof. We're going to make this too wide, so it's a little bit more generous with space. And that should work nicely. Then what we're going to do is we're going to extend this. If you guys don't have wild edit, and like I said, I understand there's still people without wild edit, this is what I would do with a staircase. I would use these white stairs, and I would do this back to front kind of pattern, and I'd probably have it too wide, because if you make a one wide staircase, it kind of looks way too thin and boring, and it just looks just not wide enough in my opinion. So something like that would be fine if you don't have wild edit. If you do have wild edit, listen up, this is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to see if I can just simply stack this. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I had a feeling it might do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to select this, which is 28, and we're going to change the IDs until it goes diagonal. So we're going to go set 28, and we're going to go through the IDs until we finally hit it. So fuck, undo. Forgot about that. Sorry, you're going to want to do replace 28 with 23. My bad. Then we're going to go 4. There you go. So that's the ID that you're going to be needing. Now, depending on where your house is facing, your ID will be different. But for my case, this is the direction that my house is facing in, as you guys can see, with a little sort of like axis. If you are facing in a different direction for your house, you know, your IDs will vary. But what we're going to do now is we're actually going to set these to different sort of like IDs. So you guys are going to see what I mean by that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put these just like this. So just do what I'm doing with like the blocks. You won't need that one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to highlight this guy, highlight that guy, and then we're going to go / replace. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to find out the ID of Acacia. I forgot what that was. So 54. So / replace 54. And we're going to replace this with snow, as you can see. And it makes this really simple, but really effective sort of staircase design. Now, this is what Rails can really give you as an advantage. I keep repeating myself saying how cool the Rails are, you know, that we've added in the texture pack and all these amazing things you can do with them. Now you guys can kind of see the benefit of that. So I'm probably going to leave it like that just so it looks a little bit sleeker. And yeah, that's the legitimate staircase design that we're going to be adding. So as you can see, that's now done and that's looking pretty amazing. Looks really sick from the outside as well. And so now that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the downstairs. Now, if you guys heard me right at the start of the video, I said that this build actually features an underwater sort of bedroom. Now, I'm going to quickly look at the realistic model. We'll be right back, and then I'm going to try and make it as realistically as possible. Okay, guys, so I've now memorized that. What we're going to do is we're going to get underneath this thing. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come from this block right here, and we're going to be bringing this guy down by... Okay, let's work this out. So, you're going to want to bring this down by 1, 2... That's going to be the clearance level. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to come all the way across the build, just like this. And this is going to mark the clearance block. So we're probably going to come out, I'd say to about that. And then what you can do is you can simply just connect this up to here. And it just makes it look a little bit prettier from like, you know, the underneath. So what we're going to do now is, once again, just to make it look a little bit nicer, we're going to put some slabs like that, some stairs even, no, some slabs like that. You can continue that onto here, just like that, just making things look a little bit nicer, a little bit more attractive, as you can see, just like so. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to bring this down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like so. And then you can bring this across all the way. And we're going to connect out with the other side. Just like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come across by 1, 2, 3. We might shorten this. We might make it a little bit longer. It's just going to be a sort of trial and error game. Now, For the downstairs, all you're going to have in the underneath of this section of the house is you're going to have a bedroom, a double bedroom, and you're going to have a small kind of ensuite. So what we're going to do from this point onwards, we're going to bring this back by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then gonna actually extend it by one more, so you have like a 10 by whatever room. And we're gonna bring all the way to the back here. And then you're gonna want to bring this all the way back until you have, let's bring this out by 2 and leave a 2 gap there. That's going to be the size of your bedroom. Now in this little section here, as you can see that we brought out, this is actually going to be a corridor. Now this is going to link to a staircase. I'm just trying to find the best area for a staircase. I guess you can probably sort of bridge this area off. It's going to be completely irrelevant. So just sort of bridge that off right there. And behind it, we're going to have an ensuite and a staircase. So I'd say bring this out from this point onwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't want to overlay this. So 7, 8. I'm going to bring it out by that much. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this all the way back and connect it with this part of the house, as you can see, just like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack this up so it reaches the top point of the house, and then we can sort of plan, you know, where we want this to connect to, you know, how the staircase is going to be laid out. So we're going to need to stack this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just stack it by 6 just in case my calculations are off. That would be bad. So I'm just going to select this point here. Come on, select, there you go. Select this point here. There we go. And we're going to stack this by 6. It's pretty late at night, guys, so my maths might not be on point and I might do it wrong. One sec. I might have typed that wrong. I have my phone in the way of my command, so I can't really see that. Yeah, so I was right originally, so you can stack that by 7. Just like so, as you guys can see. Now just to make it look a little bit prettier, once again, what we're going to do is just get some stairs and simply do this, as you guys can see. Probably also going to bring this out this way so you don't have this really ugly sort of oak underfloor overlay there. And then what you can do is you could actually bring it just across like that, and we're going to fill in this little area right here with some acacia. Sorry if this is hard to see, going in and out of water is always annoying in Minecraft. You can't see much at all. But that is just going to make it look a little bit more attractive from the outside, you know, a little bit sleeker, as you guys can see. So go underneath. This is where the big window is going to be for the bedroom. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to actually try and do what they've done here. So I think, let's have a look. So I think mushroom block, I would use quartz pillars if you can't get this, because it is a world edit only block. So I'd go from here and I'd bring this back to here. So these are 2 blocks, and this ID is 115. But like I said, if you don't have world edit, what I'd recommend using is just simply something like quartz pillars. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sort of, that might look a bit bad actually. What we're going to do is we're going to put one there. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to sort of work our middle block. So yeah, that would work great. So what you can do now, guys, is you can just bring this up. Just like so. And this is going to be kind of like the mushroom block, as you can see right there, is supposed to replicate like a sliding kind of blind. And the amazing thing about this house is, like I said, it was based off a real life one, is this is actually real. You can actually hire this house out for, say, the week, and you would be sitting in here in your bedroom viewing onto the ocean with loads of tropical fish, you know, kind of swim around everywhere. And, you know, it's just absolutely incredible. Like I said, the concept of this house is just absolutely amazing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out some glowstone, just simply to give you guys a little bit better visibility, because you're probably like, what the heck is going on? And I'm gonna board the top of this over with some acacia, because you don't want to look onto the flooring above. You want to probably look at you know, a more ceiling material, and it's probably gonna look patchy if it's like that anyway, which is kind of unprofessional and doesn't look right. So we're just gonna build this all the way across. I do apologize if my commentary isn't quite as good as it was in the last video. I'm trying to stay to a professional schedule. I've kind of mentioned this before in videos, but my schedule is supposed to roll like this. There's supposed to be a video every Wednesday, every Friday, and every Sunday. You know, sometimes I achieve that, sometimes I don't, but I am trying. And this is just to make sure when I'm at my girlfriend's house over the weekend, I have a video that goes up on Friday, and I have a video that goes up on Sunday for you guys. So, you know, hopefully you appreciate that. I am trying, but it is quite late right now. Alright, let's just bring this guy across, fill that in, just like so. And now what we can do is just make the simple flooring. So this is just going to be acacia, and the ID for this guy is 54. I've mentioned that tons of times, but I just can't remember it for the crap right now. So I'm just going to be repeating it. So you can just fill the entire floor in with acacia. Now we can change this up however you guys want, but it's just a simple material. It's white, so it doesn't look bad. It's just going to be what we're going with. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the staircase probably. See, it would probably be in the best position. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to build through here where I want the staircase to be. So let's probably find the best place. So ideally, if it was like here, right next to the other staircase, it would actually be so convenient. But whether that can happen or not, I do not know. So we're going to find out. You could possibly get away with it. I mean, we'll try, we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, then, you know, we're going to have to move it. But if it does, you know, that's absolutely great. So I'm simply going to go with an acacia staircase here and just, you know, see if it works. So we'd probably have our stairs like here, starting here, and then we can build like a nicer, more advanced staircase. But we got to be able to see if we can actually walk underneath it, and if it stretches too long, and, you know, got to think about all these kind of like little things. So yeah, we're probably gonna run out of space. Okay, let's have a look. Am I happy with that? No, there's one block to spare. That's like kind of bad, so we're gonna change that up. I'd say probably maybe we can, from this point onwards, we can just do that. And what we can do is bring it down maybe by one more. Then we can bring this guy across, just like so. And then we can plan out whereabouts we want it to be. So maybe like that. Would that be too fat? Now we're shortening it by one. Yeah, it's kind of looking hella 2012 right now, but this is like, this is my pre-planning stage, just to see where the staircase is going to be. I mean, I don't know if we're going to do an interior video for this project, because interior does take a lot of time. But I mean, it all depends on how well this video does. Like, if this video does absolutely sick, of course we'll do it. But it's just depending on you guys and how well this video does, you know, whether we do it or not. So what I'm going to do there is just make that look a tad sleeker, and then, yeah, it looks kind of cool. I'm hating this like texture, kind of connected texture we got here. It looks so freaking bad. So maybe we could have that, and maybe instead right here we could have an entrance to the bedroom. That could work. This could be like a walk-in closet, just like that. Just trying to adapt the layout a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe like walk-in closet. This room will be leading onto your staircase. You know, maybe you could have like a sofa in here, like as a little waiting area, and then you got like a nice big kind of area right there for a bathroom. So it does sort of work out. This ceiling height though, Jesus, this needs to change. So we're gonna have to adapt this a little bit, and we're gonna do that by simply bringing it down by one block. like I said, this build's going to be a lot about trial and error. The thing about like building a house, like, you know, not as a Let's Build, is you have a lot of time to sort of plan it out and a lot of time to sort of, you know, think about elevations and how things are going to go. And when you're like doing a Let's Build, everything's, you know, happening right now. I mean, a lot of people, they pre-plan their Let's Builds, and it's kind of like a smart way to do it, I guess. But I think, you know, like when you know what the building exactly is going to look like, it's kind of boring because you are like putting on an act and like you're sort of like, you know, knowing exactly how things are going to go. But when you kind of like, you kind of just go at it with your Let's Build, you know, you kind of just roll with it. I think it's just more entertaining. I guess that's just my opinion there. Yeah, something like that could work nicely. And then maybe we'll just extend this. I mean, it's a hella simple staircase, but it does work. Whoops. Let's just fly it through here. Didn't realize that guy was there. So that is today's video. I'm just going to finish building up this wall. So you got the whole house here, guys. This is the entire exterior done of the house. The interior layout. So you guys could use this if you wanted to plan. I mean, it's pretty simple. It works. You might want to change this little area up right here by adding a different kind of texture area for the staircase area, because this connected texture right here between the oak planks and the snow is really kind of cheesing me off. Like, I don't like it at all. It looks pretty horrible in my opinion. So I would definitely change that. In fact, I think I know a way to do that. And I might just do this for you guys before we go because it looks goddamn terrible. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this just like that as a small divider, and then what you could do is you could simply replace this guy, which is 5 with 5 4. So / replace 5 with 5 4. There you go, and then everything just simply runs a little bit smoother, because otherwise it would just look so bad. Maybe just to make the side of these look a little bit smoother, what you could do is if you had a white painting, I actually think that would work perfectly, but I honestly think just, you know, putting signs along here is going to get rid of the side of their anvils, which really don't look too pleasing to look at. And maybe as a final little addition, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the normal glass panes, and I'm going to simply just come across like this, just like that, as a kind of safety thing, because I mean it would be so easy just to fall down there. But anyway guys, that is the floating house in Minecraft. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video. If you have, please do smack a like on it. It would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button to stay updated for new videos. Thank you all so much for watching. The support on part 1 has been absolutely amazing, so thank you so much for that. And yeah, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you in Sunday's upload. See you guys later.